Cypress Financial Group presents the Retirement Roundtable podcast with John Scallan. Get more at cypressfinancial.net. Now, let's get to the show.
As always, thank you for streaming the Retirement Roundtable podcast, all powered by Cypress Financial. So John Scallan, you heard us talking about it, had the opportunity to spend some time in Nashville with the great Trisha Yearwood. It was complemented by a night of Trisha Yearwood singing incredible Christmas classics and also cuts from her brand new Christmas album. It's called Christmastime. It's available right now, and it includes a song called Merry Christmas Valentine, a duet with her husband, Garth Brooks. And then we got to tour Friends in Low Places, Trisha Yearwood's kitchen, and then John Scallan got to sit down and have a one-on-one conversation with Miss Trisha Yearwood. They talked about family, they talked about food, they talked about music, but she kicked things off talking about one of her favorite places in New Orleans.
One of my favorite places to play in the world is the House of Blues in New Orleans, because that particular one is, like you saw the show last night, my crowd's usually reserved. That crowd at that is always crazy. It's always so fun. And the stage is raked a little bit, so you kind of feel like you're going to fall off into the crowd at any moment. But it's such a great place to play. Anyway, sorry, I digress.
So, Trisha, I really want to thank you about the event last night. When Melissa and I walked out the door, we almost felt like we were part of your family.
That makes me feel good. That's the goal.
I mean, emotionally, you brought us to Julie Andrews. I could see myself and all my siblings, right? And then, falling in love for the first time to Barry Manilow and the people that we've lost along the way. And obviously listening to your smash hits, it was spectacular.
Thank you.
Have you always been able to connect with an audience? Again, you were just authentic, honest. You made fun of yourself.
Yeah.
You had friends everywhere. Is that something you developed, or was it kind of just innate since you started performing?
When I first started to sing, I was really shy and I didn't really talk to the crowd because I didn't know what to say. I didn't play an instrument. And I grew up watching like Barbara Mandrell, who played every instrument and danced. And I thought, I don't do any of that. Like, how am I going to do this thing? And I learned somewhere along the way that the way I entertain is to just be myself. It's not, I don't have any of those particular skills, which I wish I had, but I don't. Play a little bit of guitar. And I would go to concerts, and my favorite shows were the ones where I felt like I got to know the artist a little bit better than just through hearing them sing, that I got to know a little bit about their personality. And so as a fan, I wanted to know what Linda Ronstadt's sense of humor was. And, I wanted to get all that. And so I sort of learned to just be myself. I think I've gotten more comfortable in my skin as I've gotten older. And so I don't worry about what comes out. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's not, like I said in there earlier. But yeah, I think I feel the most comfortable now than I've ever felt in front of a crowd, because also I know that they're there to love me. They're there because they want me to do well. They're cheering for me. Right. So if I trip on my dress or whatever happens, they're in it with me, and it's okay.
I think I'm not the only one who felt that last night. Christmastime. This is your second Christmas album. Mm-hmm. So it's been 30 plus years. Was this by design that you waited this long, or was it just time? Did you just feel it?
I didn't plan for it to be. It's interesting when you make a Christmas album is usually a specialty record that, artists will make a couple of times in their careers. And I made that first one in 1994. And I just didn't think about it. And then Garth and I made a duet album together, a Christmas duet album about 10 years ago. And I had a few little solo songs on that. But we were just talking about the holidays and how it had been a while, and there's been songs that I have wanted to record for a long time that are Christmas songs. And so it just felt like it was the right time to do it.
Do you have a go-to song that you're singing during the holidays when you're decorating, something that you really, really love?
No, but I'll usually put on the first Christmas record I usually play is Emmylou Harris. She has an album called Light of the Stable, and it's kind of a bluegrass, beautiful record. And that usually starts my season. I will say that this year we decorated the tree early because of the Christmas tour. And my husband put on this album, my current album. I've never decorated the tree to my own music before, but I did this year. And it was actually pretty sweet to really just kind of sit back and listen to it. And it works. So it'll go in the rotation.
we're a group, we're all in finance. We work on the X's and O's for our clients. I think about the music business and, there's one side that's your artistry, right? It's your passion. But there's another side of the music industry that's business. You've obviously navigated both of those extremely well. Were there any influences, maybe from your parents or early mentors or managers, that really helped you navigate that side of the business?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I have a degree in music business. I was a business major at Young Harris College in Georgia before I came to Nashville. My dad was a banker, and my mom was a school teacher. So I grew up in a very practical family. And my dad, had us, even though we didn't have very much money in our checking accounts, we had checking accounts in high school so that we could learn how to manage our money. So I was always that girl. I mean, even in college, my roommate was like, I can't be out of money. I still have checks. I'm like, that's not how that works. It's not exactly how it works. And then when I went to Nashville and I finished at Belmont, I majored in music business. And the way it helped me was, it's not that I knew everything about the music industry, but in those first meetings, especially, I'd taken a class in concert promotion. I had taken a class in in management, and we studied a record contract, so I had enough knowledge to be in the conversation. And so I walked in the door with a little bit, I think, of respect of the other side, kind of knowing that she knows this stuff. I didn't know it as much as maybe they thought I did. And then a lot of it is you're very lucky about the people that you meet. And I knew Garth Brooks as a demo singer before either one of us had a record deal. And when he got his record deal, his business manager was a woman named Cheryl Harris. And Cheryl, he took me to her and introduced me to her. And she became my business manager in the beginning. And to have someone that you trust and that you care about, but also being a banker's daughter, you still, I know how to read the report myself because I'm also a Virgo and I want to know how to do everything. So I think as an artist, you want to be creative, but you have to also realize your name is on the bottom line and you're responsible for your business, whether you know how it's run or not. And so I'd rather know. Sometimes I don't love that part of it, but I have a practical side to me too. So it works out.
Trisha, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
It's an honor and a privilege.
And a big thank you to Miss Trisha Yearwood and her team for allowing us to come into Trisha Yearwood's kitchen to have this exclusive one-on-one conversation about her brand new Christmas album. It's called Christmastime, and it's available right now. To get more information about Cypress Financial, visit cypressfinancial.net. And as always, thanks for streaming the Retirement Roundtable podcast with John Scallan, all powered by Cypress Financial.
This holiday season, let Trisha Yearwood bring the magic home with her new album, Christmastime, featuring timeless classics like Blue Christmas and heartfelt originals, including Merry Christmas Valentine. Plus, experience the music live on her 12 Days of Christmas Symphony Tour this holiday season. To find dates near you, go to TrishaYearwood.com. Cozy, nostalgic, and unforgettable. Christmastime is on sale now wherever you buy music and at TrishaYearwood.com. Make this season one to remember with Trisha Yearwood.
Investment advisory services offered through Cypress Financial Group, a registered investment advisor firm. Registration is not an endorsement of the firm by securities regulators. By contacting us, you may be provided with information about insurance products, including annuities offered through Cypress Financial Group, John Scallan, Louisiana Insurance License Number 1064997. The firms are separate entities. Annuity guarantees rely on the financial strength and claims paying ability of the issuing insurance company and are not offered by Cypress Financial Group. Read your contract for restrictions, limitations, or penalties.